A live look at Hard Rock Stadium. Your college football Saturday continues with a great showdown here on EA Sports. It's the LSU Tigers and the Miami Hurricanes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rose.
The Hurricanes head coach told me before the game, his running back is getting better each and every week. He is devastating in the red zone, top 5 in the country in rushing touchdowns, and they believe he deserves to be in the Heisman conversation. Each and every week, he is showing the country why he is one of the best backs in the nation. I'll keep you posted if he's able to keep up this productivity, and the Heisman talk gets louder and louder today. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Takes the handoff. It's Fletcher. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Let's take a minute and talk about Miami. Top 5 up to this point is really good. It's staying there as we get closer to the playoff. That becomes a huge challenge.
They just need to focus on winning right now. They're in position as a top 5 team to reach the college football playoff, but you've got to keep winning, and that's got to be the mindset. And coming into today, they have to bring their A game to the field.
And we're still in the middle of the season, so there's so many ways to still make a good impression for this squad, and we still have conference championships for some. We have great matchups that will decide, just like we've seen in past years, right? Comes down the stretch, who's playing the best.
Throwing right. Serious arm strength on that third down pass, but it's incomplete.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense, not giving up any big plays and forcing the 4th down.
Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Caden Duro.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Trying play action. Fires to the wideout. With the catch, it's Harris. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the first down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Barely 2 minutes into the game, and they're already in the red zone. It's 1st and 10 from the 20. Findings, got some room, headed to the goal line, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score came on an impressive run from the 20. He'll bring it out. It's Compton. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Here's Mensah to throw. Zings it complete to the right. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up 4th down as this defense makes a play. And the Canes will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Catches it cleanly at the 20. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. So the LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Scanning the field, it's Levitt. Fires to the right. Finds his man. It's Green. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. Just about any LSU offense will make you hold your breath when they play pitch and catch.
Yeah, just such elite playmakers usually. Just such speed. And listen, when you're a defense, speed kills. And LSU, no matter who plays quarterback, they always got dudes that can fly out wide that absolutely scare.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield. He's got some speed and wheels himself to run with them. And yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. He's got it. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Makes the catch, and he's free. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. That appears to be their junior starting wide receiver, someone they obviously do not want to lose. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his situation. Wide receiver comes in motion. A designed run for the quarterback. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. Trying to pound their way in. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's third and goal.
Unsuccessful second down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively? Try to have success on third down.
They've already squandered a couple of chances to score touchdowns in the red zone, and now another opportunity. It's third and goal. Big fella moving. Touchdown, Tigers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
It does not take this offense long to get going. We've seen 2 drives. We've seen 2 touchdowns, David. They are so explosive. They've got so much speed all over the field, and they're lighting this scoreboard up early.
Hey, you better find some answers defensively. You better find a way to slow them down. And how about this next possession for your offense? Like, coming on the field, you can tell. As an offensive coordinator, you got to feel it. Like, my defense is not holding them down right now. We got to put together a drive, get some points on this score in this next possession.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. On the run, it's Fletcher. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. There is a player still down on the field, and it is an LSU Tiger. So as they take a look at the injured player, we will take a timeout. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Throwing, Mensah. Unloads to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
And for the majority of the offseason, we thought Mensah was going to be starting for Duke. And the offseason saga that happened, obviously, a lot went into it. But here's what you know about Miami quarterbacks in recent history. Cam Ward, the #1 pick. Carson Beck, a lot of experience coming in. Now Darren Mensah comes in. Miami finds the guy. They have to have that spot covered. And Palmer, they got a really good one.
They have been able to reload. And for anybody that didn't know Darren Mensah and where he started, just look back to...
Caught, and he's got room. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. And the Canes have it with a 1st and 10. Running inside, it's Fletcher. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
Offensive linemen love when you sneak in draws, when you sneak in screens. It holds these defensive linemen accountable. You want to rush the quarterback, you want to fly upfield every single play, we'll sneak right behind you and get some yardage.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Got it! Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. Guys, LSU has the lead here. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. With the run on first and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead. They still have plenty of work to do.
And they do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting the second half where you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. They stop him just a length or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
They'll go right back to him. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. LSU doing what it always does when they're really good, moving the ball on the ground.
Yeah, trying to find that physicality. They get so many great players across the country. LSU has the pick of people in Louisiana. Everybody wants to come there, and you can tell they always find great talent, and they're always able to run the football.
Back to throw, it's Levin. Going long. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Going downfield for the big play. Makes a deep grab. A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24.
And that has got to be a coverage bust on defense. There is no way the receiver should have been allowed to be that open deep down the field. Somebody on defense blew this.
Here's a little room there. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
And this offense is kind of showing you a little bit of everything, but putting big plays together, really getting their momentum going. This ground attack now, you watch, they've got a little bit of everything, man. The balance, the structure, the play calling. Right now, they're in a really good rhythm.
No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be second and goal.
And as you start to settle into games as a play call, you start to figure out what works and what doesn't work. And they really got to find a way to get this running game going. They haven't figured it out yet. Like, maybe get the ball more on the perimeter. You know, find a way to...
Touchdown, Miami! Fit it in the window for the score.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And he tacks on the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. They'll start on the ground with Durham. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Levin. Unloads to the right. Makes the grab, it's Green. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. And LSU starting to get that passing attack cranked up.
And this is a unit that typically LSU is as good as they are at quarterback. We know they're going to be physical. We know they got athletes all over the field. But when they get really good quarterback play, those teams are really special.
To the air on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Durham. Makes a grab and room to run. He'll work his way down to the 28.
And that play works because the QB did an unbelievable job. He's going through his progressions. He's sitting in the pocket, and he sees, man, a lot of space out to his right. I get the ball to my playmaker, and he does the rest. This is what's so fun about him. He's going to make the catch. He's going to make people miss, use his speed to make big plays.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
The Tigers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
And the Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Here's a give to Durham. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That's the senior safety being evaluated by medical personnel. Holly will let us know what's going on with him. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Right back to the well. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Man, a lot of times offenses, they feel really good when it's 2nd and short after a good run on first down. You'll see them be aggressive. They choose to run the football, defense ready, now setting up a 3rd and short situation. Are they going to run it 3 times in a row? The defense probably going to be ready for that.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Looking to pass, it's Levin. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. Mensah trying to set up the screen. Oh, he's got some space. Gets it out to the 22 before going out of bounds, and they are suddenly out of trouble.
And I love it, man. Go right back to work. Give the ball right back. It's kind of like in basketball, man. When you got a shooter who's hit a few shots, you're like, okay, I'm giving him the ball to make sure he gets another shot. Had a touchdown pass. Now come out on this drive. Let him throw the football around the yard again. Having a great start to this football.
What a job to lay out and make the catch. The Hurricanes want to crank the tempo.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
So Miami signals for a timeout. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Here's Mensah to throw. Under fire. Buried before he could blink. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. Going to take a shot at this DB. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Canes will line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll field the punt. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Handoff, Caden Durham. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
And I think the defense kind of understood what was coming. Back-to-back possessions where this offense threw interceptions, like they're going to want to get the run game going, and they were ready for it. Great job fitting the gaps and making good, solid tackles.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass, it's Levin. Rushes on him. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back.
And this just hasn't been his day, man. He's already thrown some interceptions and leaving the ball short, like just not getting to his receiver. He's got to do something to change the mojo up, because right now he's not playing well, and at this rate, he might be going to the pine.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. On target over the middle. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
Well, the bad news on defense is you gave up a big completion. The good news, though, you showed great effort making a tackle and getting him down inside the 5-yard line. Effort does matter, and we'll see. If they can hold the offense here to 3 points, that might be the type of play defensively that may win you this game.
Timeout called by LSU. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They lost ground on 1st down. Now 2nd and goal from the 5. Looking downfield very late in the half. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Final timeout called by the Tigers. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
On 4th down, they'll try to get something out of this drive before the end of the half. Good, right down the boulevard. And, guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. One more play before the teams head to the locker room. Throwing, Mensah. They're setting up the screen. Turning it on. Thought for a minute they were going to turn that into a score. They get the big play, but time runs out here in the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, welcome into the epicenter of the college football world, our Orlando EA Sports Studios, and a great Week 8. We start with Fresno State taking on the number 10 team, the Arizona Wildcats. And it's the Bulldogs, able to escape with a 3-point victory. Talk about an upset. And this one gets them to 5 wins on the year, which isn't cause for a campus-wide celebration, but it's proof the coaching staff is getting through to this team. Here now a look at some other games of note today, including a big upset with major implications.
The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the... And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And that's the thing about this defense. Yeah, they may be losing the game right now, but they've got difference makers on that side of the football. They got guys that can step up like that, create havoc, get a sack, create negative plays. They're going to need more of that here in the second half if they're going to win this game.
Looking for a man. It's Levin. Looking for a big play. He's got it down the field. Hits the afterburners. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point was good. Coming out with it, it's Compton. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Someone not clear on the snap count, it'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So frustrating for an offense to just give away yards with false start penalties. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He spins that thing down the middle. One big play, and now they've got it at the 42-yard line on first down. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. He wants to take the top off. He's got it inside the 25. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they got it on the 22.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricane.
Coming into this game, this offense really believed they had a mismatch problem because of this tight end speed and athleticism. And you saw it right there, David. Nobody able to hang with this guy on that touchdown catch.
And either way you cover him. If you want to put a linebacker on him, he's got a speed advantage. A safety on him, he's got a size advantage. QB takes advantage of the mismatch, knows where his big fella's going to be, and capitalizes on it.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The LSU offense comes out to start this drive. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. To the air. It's Levin. He lets it fly. brings it down on the right side. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Man, this has been a fun one to watch, guys. This is quarterback play at a high level. It's fun to watch guys that are executing, that are going through their progressions, making big play after big play. Both these guys, you got to tip your cap because the quarterback play so far today has been absolutely outstanding.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Here's Durham one more time. Tripped up for the tackle.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. Right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Still 3rd down, but more ground to cover after the flag. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Fires to the wideout. Working the middle. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
And with that pass right there, over 300 yards. That's a good day at the office. Being able to execute, doing a good job seeing what's coming, anticipating, taking some shots today, but has held really strong, put up some good numbers.
He'll throw it. Snagged out of the air. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Looking for blockers. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, Dave.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You, keep being aggressive.
I like quarterbacks that are being aggressive, but moving forward, if your guy's not open downfield, it's okay just to check it down to a tight end or a running back and take the profit.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Mensah throws to the wideout. The short hands, it's Jacobs. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. And the Hurricanes, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Looking downfield on first down. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed.
And the defense hasn't made many plays today, but who can make those plays late? And this place got really, really quiet just now. They made the big play. They forced the INT, and now a chance to build on this lead and make this place even quieter.
Looking downfield, it's Levitt. He uncorks one deep. And he'll pull it in inside the 20. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
And in this offense, you know, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Caden Durham again. Runs through a tackle. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making the...
And the defense, they've got him at the 27. They got the sack, but there is a man down on the play. This will be a huge blow to the upset hopes if they can't get their quarterback up and going again. We'll check on his status. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Right down the boulevard. And that lead grows even bigger.
Hey, listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
On the move from inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fletcher. Still on his feet. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
I know it hasn't been the type game statistically this running back was hoping to have up to this point. He's been getting shut down. Finally, he's able to break through for a big one. And sometimes, you know, it just takes one. It takes one run like that to get his confidence back, to get the offensive line's confidence back. Let's see what happens with this offense now moving forward.
Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
Man, I go back to him again, too, man. Just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to the running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Here's Mensah to throw. He's going for a big play downfield. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, I like the aggressive nature by the quarterback there. He's trying to take a shot down the field. Just a better play by the defense forcing the incompletion.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. And the Canes decide to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Here's the return. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Here's Caden Durham to begin the drive. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Dropping back, it's Sheffield. That's caught. It's Green. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. So getting the ball back on that interception at least gives us a chance to have a finish in this one. On the move. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
Headed to the end zone, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Canes! The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. He'll bring it out. It's Durham. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive. There he goes. Makes it past the marker. Talk about a timely run. Gets the first down. Clock keeps moving as they try to finish the deal.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got a lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
He'll be stopped after picking up 5, and boy, did he lower those pads and keep those feet moving.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football, so he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Got a man, it's Watkins. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down. Throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the first down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break on that out route. You know what kind of speed he has because you've thrown it so many times. Nice rhythm and timing, and you could tell that was experience between receiver and quarterback.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time. Blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Unloads to the wideout. On target to the left. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock, but this...
Got a little grass. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
And there is no greater friend to a quarterback and to a coach late in the football game when you have the lead and you can pound the rock. Offensive linemen can pave holes.
Coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
He'll bring it out. It's Compton. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Hurricanes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a two-possession game. They must get something here. That's reeled in. It's Jacobs. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. And the Canes want to move quickly.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Looking for a productive play on first down. The offense changing the play. Throwing, Mensah. Fires to the wideout. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Back to pass. Stop just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
Well, this defense has tried to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up and try to confuse the QB. It's not working. With that last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
The Hurricanes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Gonna look downfield again. Throws to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. The Canes come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an L.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. This is caught for the late touchdown, so let's not put this one to bed just yet.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
They got one of the touchdowns they needed, and they'll try to get the ball back right now with the onside kick. Now the LSU Tigers will use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. So the LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. Okay, Jesse, this is a little bit of a tight spot. You'd love to be aggressive enough to get the first down, but you've got to take care of the ball first.
No doubt. I was going to say, ball security is at a premium. You cannot turn the football over at this point. The defense has 3 timeouts left, David, so probably conservative play calling here. You're expecting them to try to run to ice this game.
Conservative, I know they're going to be aggressive, but I also know that 1 first down ends this football game.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Here's a give to Durham. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. So Miami signals for a timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Sheffield. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him.
He gets a hand on it, it's blocked. They to pull one out late.
What a great big-time effort, not taking a play off, getting in there, penetrating on the field goal unit. And how big is that for the school? Now this game remains a one-possession game. Now your offense has a chance to go get you right back in this ball game.
Mensah fires to the right. Complete in the middle. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. The Canes will go ahead and call that second timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Firing to the right, complete. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. In the red area, it's Pringle. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Here's Mensah to throw. Fires to the wideout. Looking to get it in. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. Timeout called by the defense, 27 seconds to go. And they're looking for a 4th quarter lead, and they'll need a touchdown to do it. 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he charges across the line. Touchdown, Miami!
That touchdown ties the game, so you're expecting him just to kick the extra point, take a 1-point lead. Seconds left now. You got to play great defense here to ice this game and get the win.
Just an extra point away from taking the lead late. And it's good. They're on top, and they'll try to hang on in the waning seconds. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a man, it's Levin. A deep throw as the clock winds down. He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's 2nd down.
I know he was covered technically, but that's a catch he should have made. They feel like when they throw him 50-50 balls, it's really more like an 80-20 situation, and he put that one on the ground at a big moment in the 4th quarter.
Here's the pressure. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now. If you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, you're going to have time to throw.
Lewis from the gun on 3rd down. Quarterback extends the play. He's taking a deep shot. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
To the air again, Lewis. He recovers the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, in this situation, the only offensive player who can advance the fumble is the guy who dropped it.
Well, the offense is coming off the field. They didn't have enough yards to get that first down anyway, but by putting it on the ground, they killed any shot of maintaining this drive, and now their defense has to take over in a sudden change situation.
It's one thing to execute early in the game.